Hey everyone, I have a golf problem. My problem is that I'm not very good at golf. But instead of trying to fix that with coaching or with targeted practice, I've instead decided to indulge my nerdier side. I like tinkering, fiddling with clubs and new configurations that I might discover fit me perfectly. But more importantly than just finding a stock club that fits me well, I like to experiment with unconventional clubs and try new configurations that, while they aren't traditional or maybe not even recommended by golf fitters or golf professionals, might end up working better for me than something more traditional. First up is driver, everyone's favorite and least favorite club. Like many golfers, even just getting off the first tee can be quite a challenge and a big barrier to being able to put up a decent score, especially when it comes to losing balls out of bounds or into hazards. I first began messing with drivers a while ago when, after being frustrated with another high score, I took a 7-wood shaft out of my fairway wood and put it in my driver and decided to play a driver that was 42 inches long. Conclusions? It was awesome. It was amazing. It completely revolutionized my game. I immediately dropped 4 shots off my score. I went from a 19 handicap to a 15 handicap in 6 rounds. And just like that, I had to know more. Historically, drivers had to be 45 inches, or even longer in some cases with newer clubs. Why was that? Was gaining that extra 20 yards off the tee, or at least the potential of 20 yards, worth all those extra balls that you stuck in the rough or hit in the water or bounced off a tree? Well, I decided that no, it wasn't worth it to me. So I went down the rabbit hole and started buying used drivers, used shafts, and just started experimenting. Here is my stable of Shorty 42-inch drivers. Every driver here is configured with a 42-inch overall length, a standard weighted head, and a heavier than average 64 to 80 gram heavy grip. The overall weight for all of these drivers will average between 320 and 350 grams, and the swing weights for all of them will be ridiculously low, oftentimes in the B or low C level of swing weight. Now, I don't have access to a GC Quad or a TrackMan, but what I do have access to is a PGA Superstore with About Golf 3-track simulators. And while those simulators don't give perfect numbers for all the different statistics, they do provide some apples-to-apples comparisons, especially when it comes to ball speed, launch angle, and spin access. So I'm going to pit all of these drivers against each other in a head-to-head bracket format. We're going to analyze all of the statistics of the drivers themselves, the numbers they put out, and we will also discuss my confidence level when hitting the drivers. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll learn some things, and there might even be a few surprises along the way.